What's up, Oilers Nation? A big game day here for the Edmonton Oilers. We got the crew all here in the house, and welcome to your giant pregame show
Cowboy
presented by
Chris.
Sherwood Ford. We got the sheriff in town.
I'm back.
Yes.
Big game, bring in the big guns.
I just can't believe the last two games. I'm not here, and look what happens.
Cowboy Chris
So
has
I'm
been
back.
Coach Chris.
We're back in our assigned seats because, good luck and superstition's a thing, and we're going to say cautiously optimistic a few times on this show because we need
Straight
the
nervous.
crystals, the universe, the hockey gods to come through for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Boys, I was at a wedding during game 2. I could not watch the game fully. We did our best to stream from our seats. What happened in Oilers Nation? I'm asking you online too. What was the breakdown and what needs to be fixed for game 3 here tonight?
I mean, the Oilers just need to. They got flexed on. They got stomped on a little bit in game 2, and I think you need to show a really good response here tonight and show that you're not the kind of team that's going to get ran over like that and just lay over and die. Like, they need to show some fight. They need to play with some desperation in their game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this altitude thing was slowing them down. I know, but I'm saying it. I'm trying to find the silver lining. But the boys were flat, and it all starts with that comedy of errors that led to that first goal. And then that just killed the game, and the Oilers couldn't come back because they popped off 3 goals in like 2 minutes right after that. So that's what killed us.
And the Oilers,
couldn't bounce back.
the Oilers had stretches against LA where they would just fall apart for 4 or 5 minutes. They had stretches against Calgary where they would just fall apart for 4 or 5 minutes. You can't do that against Colorado.
No.
We've historically, in this playoffs, given up 2 quick goals. It's something
it's our
crazy that we're giving up. We have to get that pushback. That first goal, then they score, they get that second one so quick. And after
On a lost
that,
battle and a giveaway.
there was no fight in that dog left. And they just gave up. I hate to say it, but they looked like they just kind of gave up. They were standing around. They were spectating. It was the worst I've seen.
Couldn't
them play.
create. Poor Smitty just getting absolutely worked.
Yeah, he did get absolutely worked. Liam, did we put up the heat map? Do we have that? Oh, nice. We do have the heat map. I really wanted to show this. It's
Ours
from Natural
is not
Stat
looking
Trick.
very hot.
No, it's not. And you can see here, the darker the color, so the red on the Colorado side, look at how much is right in front of the net, right in front of the crease like that. And then in the slot, there's color everywhere in that zone. You look on the Oilers side, and okay, there's a little bit on the right or left-hand side of the net there. And then at the point,
That's from the dump in.
look at where even the point shots, look where the point shots are coming for the Oilers. It's off on the right side, it's off on the left side. Colorado, it's right up the middle. They're getting shots in these dangerous areas, shots in the middle of the slot. The Avalanche logo is covered. The Oilers logo is bare. You need to make life miserable for Pavel Francouz. He needs to be Francouz should be the hardest working player.
He had the
on the ice
easiest
tonight.
night of
He did.
NHL goaltending ever.
The order of hardest working players tonight needs to be Pavel Francouz 1, and then the other 18 Oilers skaters behind him because they just need to be pelting him.
Pelting.
That's fair.
I like that word. Also, just a little bit of a sidebar. I love our background right now.
Yeah, the
Live
moss
from the
pit.
moss
Honest
pit.
to God, I love that. That's sick.
It's a vibe. The city is a vibe. The city's going to be buzzing.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. And, I like it. Connor's like, we got to, we're going to get back home, play in front of our fans. They're going to give us what we need, and we're going to be able to play for them. So we do have to come deliver. But the most important thing is we have to score first tonight.
Yes. So game 1, I think the Avs at times dictated the pace a little bit. I firmly believe that if the Oilers had 5 to 10 minutes left in that third period, they would have tied the game because they started to buzz a little. Game 2, I feel like Colorado came in and said, quiet, sit down, shut up, we're here to play. And that's what happened. You want to talk about momentum going from game to game? If the Oilers do not score first, if the Oilers let the Avs come in the rush and the explosiveness that they have, we are in trouble. They need to play tonight like it's their last game of the playoffs, because if the Avs go into game 4 with a 3-0 series lead, it is ugly.
Well, it's a good thing that what Frank said, that there's no momentum going game to game.
Yeah, and
This is a whole new start.
That's
we cannot let it continue.
We can't.
But I do think you also have to remember the lessons you learned from getting stomped last game. But there were still, like I said after game 1, right? It was equal parts frustrating and encouraging. One thing to take away from game 2, in the first period, the Oilers were the better team at 5-on-5. Shots were 13-11. They looked like they were maybe getting some chances. Puljujarvi almost scored at 1.2. they were getting the ball rolling in the right direction. Then they just got into penalty trouble, right? Yeah. And that's kind of what ended up hurting them a little bit. And then the second period thing kind of happened. But after 20 minutes last game, we were all sitting at Beercade for the watch party, feeling like pretty good about it.
Mike Smith couldn't have played any better.
Yeah.
He kept us in there. We got out of that first period on the road thinking, there was so much positive from that first period, 100%. Mm-hmm. And we were lucky to be out of that 0-0 as well.
Yeah.
Smitty battle.
Smitty made some big saves, but the Oilers, I thought, played well, and then it was just second period.
We're not creating high danger chances. Like, all those stats are just, like, especially from game 2, like, they are damning.
Yeah, they are. One thing that's damning is McDavid versus Makar so far, and Cale Makar has found a way
dominating. They've completely slowed down McDavid, and it's evident. He even said he's like, they're doing a great job against, and then he stopped and was like, against us.
So I want to take you back to game 4 in the Battle of Alberta.
We know what he meant.
There was in the game early on in game 4 of the Battle of Alberta, Connor got, I don't know if it was Robbie Anderson or one of the defensemen, got into like a weird kind of mix-up, fall-down situation, and then, wasn't the same player since. You saw him in game 5. He wasn't himself. He even said, like, I just didn't have my legs, and I'm wondering if there's some kind of lingering injury, because, like, yes, Makar is a good skater, but Connor McDavid is still Connor McDavid,
the best
and still
skater.
Be able to drive. So I'm wondering if there's some kind of thing there. But I expect him to...
What do you mean some kind of thing there? Like
maybe a minor injury or a tweak or something. Because, like, after that incident in game 4, he wasn't himself in game 5. He even told us that. And then, we're still kind of seeing him not have that, like, top gear speed. Granted, Cale Makar is fast. Mm-hmm. Cale Makar also got a good elbow to the face from Evander Kane. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, he's a piss baby.
He was upset about it
tonight. Hopefully he's a little whiny.
We talked about it on ONR. It looked like Cale Makar was going to start crying.
He does. Well, he's got that baby face.
And he turns beet red.
When he got the elbow, when he took the elbow?
Full on tanty.
We didn't get a power play till the second period, didn't we?
Yeah.
We're getting no calls our way. And I don't like to be somebody who bitches about referees and umpires in sports. But, like, a couple bad penalties against the Oilers, and then we weren't getting any calls. I really hope that changes
We just weren't getting any calls.
But I guess we weren't creating puck luck. Nothing was going right last game.
But, like, we to draw a lot of penalties, like, momentum draws a lot of penalties. And we just couldn't create any momentum, to make it, like, and there should have been a couple instances, where there maybe was a call.
But I think part of it, too, like, you need to be creating dangerous things and pushing the Avs and tiring them out, slowing them down. That's how you're going to get penalties. You're not going to get penalties by just floating around the perimeter and taking shots from, like we saw in the heat map, the corners of the offensive zone. Like, get to the meat of that zone.
Yeah.
Well, Colorado Avalanche, we knew this before the playoffs even started. We're going to be a strong playoff contender. Obviously, Western Conference Finals. Both the Edmonton Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche deserve to be there. I think that the Oilers have played really well on home ice. We know that all Oilers fans are going to come out and fully support this team tonight. They have momentum on their side in terms of home ice. Yep. I think that they can change that around tonight, despite how good McKinnon, Makar, Kadri, Rantanen, Francouz, I throw him in there because he had a shutout last game, maybe. I think the Oilers have the team to take it to them. They just really have to bounce back from that game too, and that performance not get in their head. Like, it was a bad game, cool. You got to wash your hands and move on and really embrace what that opportunity they have tonight to change, like, what happened from game 2 and bring a completely new game in game 3.
And I think home ice is huge. Like, the fact that they're going to be in this building here behind us, it comes with a ton of advantage.
Yeah.
Like,
literally right behind. It's right behind.
We are
right
live outside.
It's quiet in here right now, though, with all the people.
I know, it's because
Everyone's listening to us.
Exactly. Yeah. They want this show to be clean.
Yeah.
They don't interfere. They want to be good. They're worried about the people.
Oilers Nations, they're smart. This city, like, tonight is, in my opinion, like you said, I hate must wins, but this is about as must win as it gets. This is do or die.
Yeah.
This is.
Right? So, everybody, do your thing. What are you guys doing for the game?
I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there, you lucky boy.
Changing up the jersey. I went with the blank reverse retro for game 2. I'm going to mix it up. I haven't made a final decision yet, but I'm mixing it up.
Do you think tonight might be worthy of the romper?
I don't know.
People are saying that in the chat.
I don't know.
People are saying that this is a romper game.
I don't think we're there yet.
What do you mean?
Are you going as media or are you going as fan?
Fan. But Tyler, this is why I think that it actually is.
You just called it must win.
I don't think you can risk it not wearing it tonight, because if the Oilers, God forbid, don't win tonight, game 4 is like a pretty shaky.
Do you really want to wear it on a Monday?
It's a very good point.
Saturday, you're going to have a little bit more drinks. You're going to be a little more confident.
Yeah, it's a great Saturday night outfit.
My thing right now is I don't think they'll need any sort of a push from the romper tonight because I think they're winning anyways.
So, yeah.
I feel
okay,
like that
but
too,
we
though.
thought they were winning Game 7.
I know. No, I think they're winning anyways
So
tonight.
you're confident in them tonight.
And I was talking about home ice. Like, I just think the crowd's going to be rocking. That's going to be propelling the boys.
Agree.
Last change is so massive to get McDavid away from Makar.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of things pointing in the right direction tonight that I think they're going to win flat
I'm
out.
with Tyler.
Now,
I'm
this
with
might
Tyler.
not be an apples to apples comparison. It may be apples to oranges. It might be a apple hybrid orange apple comparison, or
Pineapple, apple.
maybe
pen.
pineapple apple
Okay.
pineapple
Where are you going here?
comparison. Do you think Tampa's in their series being down 2-0?
I actually
Yes,
think
Tampa's in that series. They
Okay.
haven't lost at home yet.
So, Oilers fans, we are still in our series. Tampa's still in their series. This is just how things roll. Sometimes you just can't get the split on the road.
No, 2-1 is a lot different than 3-0.
But winning
so,
tonight,
like,
it's like this is, but it all comes down to tonight because that changes the dynamic of the series.
I just want to throw one text from Kylie out there before we move on from the romper
we-
talk.
we- bet,
we
I
gotta.
hope.
I think we have to really continue this romper chat at some point. But yes.
Kylie says the romper won't matter if we're down 3-0. And I hate to admit it.
You're only in trouble if you lose on home ice.
Yeah,
and this is
Tyler,
like
you're
this is your
upset.
like this is
Thank
like
you, Kylie.
this is an
Exactly. So they're not in trouble yet.
I feel
but
like,
they need to win on home ice
feel
or
like-
this series.
I feel
is-
like you're not doing as much as you could do.
I think
We're
I am.
asking everybody to do as much as they can do,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like you're buying in. So how can the teacher not abide by his own rules?
Put the city on your back, Tyler.
yes
I don't know.
in romper form.
I'm not sold on it
He's
tonight.
too comfortable and collected,
I was
folks.
feeling it when I did it against LA. I was really feeling it. I don't know if I'm feeling it here.
Okay, well, we'll recap. We'll come back to it at the end of the show and see where Tyler's head's at. But right now, let's talk about one guy in particular who's getting a lot of heat. Darnell Nurse, we know he's playing with injury. And I feel for him because he has to know he's getting all this heat. I'm not, saying that he hasn't made mistakes. Of course he has, but he is injured. So I think now it comes to a coaching decision to sit him and rest him and let someone else who is healthy do a job that he may not necessarily be able to do solely because of injury.
I just don't understand how on that 2-on-1 he didn't lay out and take away that pass. The job is to take away the pass.
Well, this is where-
you let the goalie take the shooter. You take away the pass, and he didn't even.
But I don't think he physically
contest
could.
the pass.
I don't think he can
this is where,
physically go down to
honestly,
block
Well,
a shot.
what's his deal? What's
the
is his
alleged
core?
It's a core muscle that's
This is-
apparently detached
We were-
from the
okay,
bone and
so we were
requires
talking-
surgery immediately.
Jesus, then I hate to say it, but I agree with her. We got to get somebody in there who
So
can.
we were talking to Physio Mike literally 10 minutes prior to the show about what that injury could mean. And he said, he's lost, if that is what happened, I don't want to speak for Mike, I'm not a physio, but he loses 50% of his power and he's in a lot of pain, especially if you're talking about a stride as a hockey player on ice. He's stretching that part of his body at all times, and it's got to be so painful. So that's where I'm like, coaching staff needs to make the decision to pull him.
Yeah.
There's not
The
enough
solution,
tape.
in my opinion, is easy. You make Nurse and Barry your third pairing, and you have Kulak and Cece as your shutdown pairing tonight. Again, you have last change, so you'll be able to go Kulak and Cece.
I think you need to go 70 tonight.
Well, yeah, that too.
Because you got it. Because if he doesn't got it, you got to bench him.
So here's what you do. You go Kulak, Cece, and they're on the ice every time Nathan McKinnon is. Boom. Get your top
Kulak's
shutdown
been a
pairing.
beast, by the
Yeah,
way.
He's been a beast.
I agree.
Cece's been awesome. Bang, you negate the Avs top line, hopefully. You have Nurse and Barry just taking offensive zone shifts. That's all they're doing. If it's in the O zone, you have a top six line going out there. You have Nurse and Barry. Easy minutes. You have Russell as your seventh defenseman to handle the PK minutes, so there's no situation where Darnell Nurse needs to go down to block a shot. Just make life easier for Darnell Nurse. He only needs to play 12 minutes, all in the offensive zone.
But
You're good.
that's all in the offensive zone. Like you can start there.
I know, yeah, but so that's what makes the shift easier is when you're starting in the offensive zone.
I know, but if a breakout is now easier for a team because of his lack of mobility or quick movement.
Yeah, but it's better than starting him in the D zone where he's got to be moving and running around and trying to pin guys up and playing physical. This way he can just go back, forth, off the ice.
Okay, I'm so sorry. The conversation's coming back to the romper because
I
the
know.
chat on Facebook is going on. Hold on.
I'm looking on Twitch and
Okay, hold on.
there's
Tyler,
romper everywhere.
Jason says romper, it's a vibe. The oil need a win, and the romper brings the vibe. Tori says romper. Lindsay says romper brings all the vibes. It's a must. And then Ahmad from, I believe, Yegburger said, Tyler, free meal at Yegburger if you rock it tonight. Ahmad, you're the man. You're the man.
Go,
and that's
Yegburger.
an offer you cannot turn down.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you want to be the reason?
Yeah.
I just don't know. We'll see.
Part of me,
honestly,
okay.
Bigger than that.
No.
You don't want a free meal from the delicious Yegburger.
Yeah, I was planning on stopping
Yeah,
anyways, actually.
Exactly.
So, but like, okay. I think you don't want to wear it because you think they're going to lose and you don't want the romper to lose its
No, I think
powerful
they're going to win
luster.
tonight. I think they're going to win tonight.
Well, then just make the people happy.
Romper should have just been worn on the show. Yeah.
Wow, he is really deflecting here.
Did anyone say anything mean to you at the game or
it's
something?
not a matter of he's so confident the Oilers are winning. This is a matter of him not wanting to wear it at all.
I hope no one was, unless you got some mean comments at the game last time, then I understand.
Nothing.
It was a great vibe.
People love it.
Take a lot of
Everybody wants to
pictures.
take a picture with you.
I know, yeah.
I feel like a
Lot of fun.
celebrity.
Are you going with
in
your
that
dad?
thing.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah, he gets it.
He knows the importance and the
see.
power.
We'll see.
Tyler.
Oh,
Are
you trying to build
Everyone at
up
home.
here? And then we do this
I don't
magic
know.
reveal,
This
and you
big
even
tease,
I even fall for it, being like, "Oh my god, he did it!"
Hey, everybody, go back to Twitter at 5:55. He'll post a picture of what he's wearing.
I love that. Okay, side note, universe, some spiritual talk, 555, since, Chris brought that up randomly,
I did.
is a number of change. So that means the tide is going to change tonight for the Oilers. Mark my words.
Change
You can't
into
make
the
that
romper.
stuff up.
No, you can't.
No such thing as coincidence.
I feel it. In the wise words of Billy Ray Cyrus, I'm not stressed. I've been through all that. I'm like a Marlboro man. I just kick on back.
Can you sing it now?
I
Yeah,
like to take my horse to the old town road.
different song, but
No,
sounds
it's the
great.
same exact song.
Oh,
I'm like the Marlboro man. I just kick
that's right. I
on
forgot
back.
he's in that song.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man, Little
Oh,
Oz
I'm
X did Billy Ray a solid
that
there,
was a
didn't
hot
he?
song.
I'm sweating. I love when Cowboy Chris is on the show. It's always such a
Let's see.
yeah,
Is
I
there
can
more
sing anything
romper?
for it if you want.
Oh, romper.
It's not
It's
normal.
all-
Your
is
romper
there a country
trash.
song called Romper,
Come on,
Romper?
Ty. Hope will never die. And now you got, Ahmad saying you get a
I got
milkshake too.
Yeah.
And I get him always.
It's getting-
Oh, you
it's
mad?
quite
You
the-
are the
This is
man.
getting heated.
This is
Yeah,
good.
that's
You've
quite the
had the
negotiation.
milkshake before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
know.
I
I
would
know.
do far worse things than wear a romper to have one of those milkshakes.
Fair.
Oh my
Fair.
gosh. Okay.
The
well,
romper's also stylish. You've now made it a fad.
I know.
honestly, watch next season.
see.
A lot more people start wearing Oilers rompers.
It could
You were
become a
the
thing,
first
yeah.
one.
We should.
Trendsetter.
Maybe we should manufacture them and sell them.
Honest to God, that's an idea.
Nation rompers, yeah.
Nation rompers.
I'd rock a nation
Done and done.
romper.
All right. Well, we've got a very.
Wait, did I just sign up my mother-in-law?
Yes.
Yeah, no. Okay, wait, we're gonna have to talk about this a little bit more.
Oh, come on. Don't you want
One a month.
I don't want to be the reason, Tyler. One a month.
Okay, so let's talk about another thing that the Oilers need to do. We know that they need a strong performance from depth. Their depth. We need depth scoring. We need to score first. We need to stop the rush. Transition needs to be better. Big goal from Mike Smith. Eliminate defensive errors. Anything else?
Yeah. I don't know. They just need to be better in the offensive zone. That's the big thing tonight. Like if we're giving our Yegburger keys to the game right now,
Yeah, let's
it's
do
just
that.
We
gotta create.
our
dangerous
legs under
areas.
us. It's just there was two different hockey teams that I've seen this playoffs. It's the one that where we run around and we dictate like the Avalanche did to us last game, and then there's the one where we spectate, which we did against the Kings. We didn't do it against Calgary, maybe for like small snippets of time, but we played fast and loose. If you noticed. You know, when we like in the playoffs, there's a lot of these like, backhand passes with a guy just like, flying. There's a lot of flow. There's a lot of support. And last game, there was none. They couldn't even like on the power play, bring it up the ice. There
was nerves galore. Ryan
Yeah.
McLeod was the most nervous
They
player.
were gripping their
going
sticks.
on.
I just want them more relaxed.
I know.
Just chill out,
and that's where
guys.
Woodcroft is a
chill
savant.
out.
He's good at getting them loose. So, yeah,
I agree.
They were tight. They were tight in game 2. They're feeling the pressure. They're back home. Hopefully that diffuses that. They're loose. They play their game. They go and they stop thinking and they just do. They've got all the talent they need.
The battler's going to battle. We know that.
He battling.
I agree with you, boys. I think that many times, actually, since Jay Woodcroft came on board, when the boys deviated from what they knew and what the game plan was, you could tell that they weren't playing their best hockey on the ice. We saw that in game 2. I think that if they get out of their head, don't think of it as end of the world. Go home, go play on home ice, have fun, and stick to what you freaking know. I actually think they compete with this Avs team, and I mean they scored how many 6 goals on them in game 1? What was the final score? 8-6. They managed to find a way to score 6 goals on them. They can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm sweating. I'm so passionate.
I mean, it's hot in here, but
I'll open a window. No. Well, we'll survive.
We'll survive.
This is the infrared sauna.
I will survive.
Just crossing this off the list. Let's get into the Yegberger lineup report because this is a little interesting from Ryan Rishaug. Zach Kassian apparently getting moved up to the top line here. We'll talk about that in a second. You'll see no Kyler Yamamoto on here. Obviously, it's the playoffs. Just because a guy doesn't take morning skate, that doesn't really mean he's for sure not playing. Draisaitl and Nurse also didn't take the skate today, but I have a funny feeling we might not see Kyler Yamamoto in this hockey game. Obviously, we don't know for sure. And then also Rishaug notes it could be an 11-7 configuration on the blue line, which would lead you to believe it's likely Chris Russell sliding in there.
We need the Cowboy,
man.
Right?
We need the Cowboy.
Everyone needs it. Everyone needs a Cowboy in their life.
The Cowboy Chris. Jeez, this is right. This is
but what do we think about Kassian on the top line? I don't get it, but
we'll see.
This played good.
I know. We'll see. We'll see. He's playing with Connor McDavid.
I mean,
he's pretty good.
No disrespect, because Kassian was probably the guy in the first Battle of Alberta this regular season that made me want to cheer for the Oilers, because he had that epic game where he had like 1 tooth and he was blowing kisses. But I don't get it either at this point.
Unless he's a placeholder for Yamamoto, maybe. And Yamamoto's going to take that spot and Kassian's just going to slide down and they're just trying to throw a little curveball at the Avalanche here. But I don't know.
How's that a curveball? Like,
I don't know.
They see what the starting lineup is. Like, there's no doesn't like it's not like they're now planning around that lineup.
If Kassian's there, he needs to freaking blow someone up. He needs to do something that changes the game. He needs to bring it. He needs to skate like it's his last hockey game. There needs to be an element of Zach Kassian, like playoff Zach Kassian, that we have not seen yet this year, that we're like, okay, we understand that move.
Yeah, he's got to just he's got to have his motor going. And
they all better have their fucking motors going.
I know, but for him, because like if he's playing on that line, he's gonna have some minutes. So we need him going around, getting pucks loose.
I've been away from social media. Why is Yamamoto on? Why is he a probable?
Is it from that hit?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's from that hit. He didn't play. He left the game towards the end of the second. Didn't play.
Like he came back after that hit though.
Came back after the hit, played a little bit, then left, which almost makes it more concerning, because if it's a head injury, you can connect the dots there.
Gosh, and he's been great. He's just been a motor.
And the fact he didn't skate today,
I love him.
If it was a head injury that they thought maybe he could play through, you probably would have had him skating today, right? To test it out, make sure there's no symptoms when you get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
So I am concerned that he's not playing tonight.
No, we'll
see.
I'm with you.
And the Kassian thing, I mean, he better come through. Like, he better come through. Because that's...
Well, he doesn't have a choice, but I think the whole team doesn't have a choice.
Yep.
Everyone's got to show up.
Your romper, Chuck. Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
Oh, it is. It's a beautiful day for a romper.
Yeah.
Actually, not even that nice of a day out.
It's
very
21
nice.
degrees.
Yeah.
And it's overcast. That's the dream.
It's actually the dream.
It's hard for me to, I don't know. If the sun was shining, maybe I'd, feel like I'd have more energy. You know?
Are you a little low on energy right now?
Go sit under a lamp at home.
I need a nation beer.
Is your astrological sign out of its orbit?
I don't know.
You know what? We'll go downstairs to the dog patch and have a nation beer to kick things
Let's go have
Kickstart.
4, and then your mood will change.
Right before the show started, I ordered brunch. So when the show's over, I'm going to start eating brunch. I don't know.
You haven't eaten it yet.
It's either ready and waiting for me or almost ready for me to consume.
There you go.
And a nation beer will go great with that.
Any decisions yet, guys, for the bet of the game presented by PointsBet?
Oh. Okay, I'll go in a minute. Or should I go first? What do you want me to do?
Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I am getting shut out recently because, of course, I bet the Oilers to win. Mm-hmm. But I always bet a player to score, and I've been not very cold on that at best. So I am going, because in my mind this is a must-win, I am just going heavy money line. I think that we win, and I think we get a empty net goal. And I believe.
And it's plus. So
I'm just going to go hard on it. Plus 110.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Chalmers, what you just described is the drum I've been beating for the battle.
That's why I said
no. So, yes. So it's I'm just go and get the win. Manifest the outcome you want. Well, I am leaning in on this and I'm going more than just the W. This is if for me to manifest, I want to manifest mayhem. So, like I said, it was just get the win, and that's all that matters, and blah 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 blah. And that's worked up until the last couple games. But I think tonight I need to over manifest. Mm-hmm. I am ultra manifesting. I am betting I'm going to have 15 bets on the game tonight. Wow. I want Connor over 1.5. I want Draisaitl over 1.5. Even though Connor, I know it doesn't even pay anything, but I just want it to happen, so I'm betting it. I'm betting over 1.5 for Dry. I'm going to bet Bush to score. I'm going money line, puck line, sprinkle. I'm going to probably even go and predict the final score. Like, I am going all in
so predict
tonight.
It. What is it?
Well, I'm gonna sprinkle a few because it's like throwing a dart on a board.
You think it's like 6-2?
See, that'll be juicy. So I am gonna chase that.
6-3?
I am gonna chase that. If we can come out and shell Francouz, I think we can get 4 to 6 goals.
This guy can't keep playing like this.
So
who the hell is this person?
What
is this man?
Do you think he played good last game?
No,
not really. We made it easy on him.
You could have been in net and got the shutout.
He's so awkward.
Wow. I think the fact he catches the other way threw them for a bit of a loop. I think there's a couple chances where they thought they would maybe go and blocker, like the nurse breakaway when he tried to flip it and the poke check came out of nowhere.
But he timed out on that.
Okay, you know what?
He's like, what should I do? If he just put on the binders and
he's showing amazing composure though for the position he's been put in, and you can tell with just those 2 poke checks to have the presence of mind on that
risky play, the poke check,
the risky play it is, and he perfected it twice.
So, yeah.
I love Oilers over 33.5 team shots.
Yeah,
because I think they're going to pepper them. They're going to
say that again. 33.
33.5 shots on goal.
What if we had
need to
like
manifest
26
shots
last game?
Yeah, been the game before that they hit the over because they had like 37.
Yeah, betting over the shots.
Bet the over on the shots. I love
Nuge power play goal.
Yeah, Nuge a big bounce back game.
We need that. We need that.
Bounce back game for
Hyman over 2 goals. 2+ goals.
We don't win tonight unless there is spread out scoring.
Yeah, depth scoring. For sure.
Ryan McLeod's going to be over as little funky he was in game 2. And bet him get a point.
Jay, I respect it because with manifesting, you have to obviously believe it, but you also have to feel it. And if you believe so much that this team's going to win, you have to act on it.
I got to.
And I love that. That's like the key to manifestation, guys. Jay's doing the right
thing. I'm all in. I'm all the chips are in on this
manifestation show right now.
I love that. Yeah, there's a lot of good energy
I'm also
here.
manifesting the romper right now.
I am too. Everyone's manifesting the romper right now. Someone just said, Jason, Jason said the keys to the game are 1, Oilers score first, 2, secondary scoring, and 3, Tyler wears the romper.
Ooh,
that's a legit key to the game.
Top 3, hey?
Somebody has made that their key to the game, Tyler.
Seriously.
Might be my key to the game, too.
You know what? I'm getting mad.
I might go romper first, then Oilers score first, second.
Middle. Guy bought a house.
Because you need one to get the other.
Now, yet he won't wear a romper to a must-win Oilers game.
Did you go Ryobi?
No, I did not go Ryobi. I should have gone Ryobi, hey?
No, I don't know. I have a Ryobi.
I asked battery or corded, and you said battery?
Yeah, battery. Self-propelled. Oh, forget about it.
Yeah. I don't get what self-propelled means.
Well, if you're going up a hill, you put, and it's like you can push it with your pinky.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do
you have hills?
Your pointer finger, but
yeah.
I mean.
My backyard's on a bit of a slant.
One that's difficult to push?
No, I just felt like it was a luxury I could.
When you post a picture of yourself in front of your house,
you
should block out the address.
The number's not shown.
Oh, sure it is.
It's covered by
14.
Plant. Oh, well. Why are you bringing this up now?
Oh, who's good? You know how many 14s there are?
There you go.
2, maybe 3.
Yeah, in North Edmonton.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Tyler.
Oh, man. All right.
People are going to come to your house now and
go get that free milkshake. Earn that milkshake.
I will. I plan on going to Yegburger.
Everyone head on to Yegburger. I swear, maybe next game we need to have a Yegburger here because I'd love to be eating a cheeseburger during the pregame show.
I mean, this area is definitely empty.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. So
we have nation beers here, but
they're downstairs. We're gonna have one after. We're gonna
decompress.
Will says that he came late to the show, but he said 100% romper. Literally, Tyler, 90% of the comments on this chat, I've never seen this before in Oilers Nation.
They love the romper.
Facebook chat
People
history.
love the romper.
It is all about the romper.
You low-key love it. Every time you wear it, you're so happy.
Because I'm usually hammered.
And are you drinking tonight?
Probably.
Well, there we go.
That's why I think that after a couple beers, he'll be like, "Oh fuck yeah, romper it is. What am I talking? Who am I? How can I deny the people
He's
what they
letting
want?
the gray clouds weigh him down here.
A little bit, yeah.
Honestly, if
It's
Nation,
I'll snap out of
windows are
it.
dirty.
I'll snap
It's
out of
actually
it.
nice as hell outside.
I bet you any money if Nation started making Nation rompers, you would not be alone at Rogers Place
Probably
in
not.
a
No.
romper.
Yeah, I bet you bearded
But, like,
Brad.
they
I know
need-
he said he'd buy me a beer if I wore it. So.
Oh my God!
I know,
So
the
now you get a
offers just keep
burger, a
coming in.
milkshake from Yeg Burger, and a beer from
free
Bearded
lunch
Brad.
and a free Roger. That's like
Dude, your
the
mind's
free
made
beer
up.
is like, geez, you have to put that in your net worth statement.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So like that's a nice give.
Yeah.
All right,
I
guys.
mean,
Mike says he's going to Yeg Burger now too.
Hell yeah,
So,
Mike. Get the milkshake.
All right, guys.
What flavor?
Sorry.
It won't.
I don't like milkshakes.
Strawberry?
I'm not a milkshake person, but I am a burger person.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the.
Oh, and
I'm gonna
fries.
get probably
Fries.
the return of the Mac.
I've never understood washing down a burger with with ice cream.
Honest to God, my stomach would turn upside down.
So
Me
would mine.
personally, but I would eat. Honest to God, if there were two burgers here, I'd eat 2 burgers and a large fry and chicken nuggets and a Coke.
Dip your
and
fries in
everything.
the milkshake.
Oh, gross! I need a good liter cola
Same.
to wash down a burger with.
Oh,
Bud Light soda. I got Bud Light sodas in the fridge.
Oh
too.
my
Excited.
God.
What's a Bud Light soda?
You don't want to know, Caroline. They are not very good for you.
Honest to, do they taste good?
They're unbelievable.
Bud Light the beer is amazing.
Bud Light the sodas somehow better.
Do we? No, I don't want to do predictions because I don't want to jinx.
Oilers
I'm
win.
gonna-
Oilers win. Oilers win.
I'm
Oilers
gonna
win.
I'm gonna say cautiously optimistic
Oil and
again
7.
for superstition's sake,
Yep.
but
I'm
I
nervous.
feel very good about tonight's game.
I am so nervous until the Oilers score first. When the Oilers score first.
and they're gonna score early, and that building.
And
just
then I'm going to be nervous.
Oh,
then
then-
I'm going to be nervous for the next 2 minutes after they score, and then I'll feel better.
pray
Again.
the fourth.
See,
It's-
I've felt the nerves,
Yes.
right? Like we felt the nerves. I don't feel the same nerves as I have in must-win games before this.
Well, it's because we're also grateful to be in the Western
I mean,
Conference
that-
Finals.
well, there
But
is
you
a
can't
sense
let
of that.
that become.
No, you can't sit back on that.
Yeah, you
I'm so
can't-
optimistic.
Like, I'm
that would be the
happy.
word I would use for
Yeah.
today. I'm optimistic.
Honestly, guys, I really think, and I've said this since day one, I think that the Oilers can beat the Avs.
Yep.
So I think that it's not like this Cinderella story almost. Like I actually really think that they could do it. They have the players to beat the Avs, and I really think that you guys could eventually see yourselves in the Stanley Cup final. And I'm going to put that out there and manifest it and send all the good energy. But tonight is crucial. If the boys deviate away from what they know, that changes everything. Tonight is like they have to play like it's their last hockey game and have fun, man.
Yep.
Do what you guys love to do. Have fun.
Yeah.
And
And we all have to go to it as if it's our last hockey game.
Yeah.
Everybody, I
Would
mean,
you want your last regret to not wear a romper to the last
Yes,
hockey
Tyler.
game you ever go
everything
to?
is aligning. Oilers Nation and City of Edmonton is electric. In the wise worlds of Hal Ketchum, we're going to howl at the moon, shoot out the lights. It's a small town Saturday night.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah.
That's some
We got to
powerful.
go. Bring this kind of energy. Let's go.
Everyone channel
you
your
doing for
Cowboy
the game?
Chris.
I'm probably gonna order a donair.
Oh, that's big energy.
Okay, let me tell you
that's
guys
a
That is
whole
not
about.
the
thing.
answer I was
That's a whole thing, though.
Okay, Ty, let me tell you guys about my
donair.
She's
donair.
fully a simulated Edmontonian.
Let
It's
me
the
tell
best.
you guys about my donair experience in Game 1. I got a donair, okay, from Eddie's Donair.
Okay,
which
Eddie's.
which I really
Not a
liked.
sponsor,
Okay,
but okay.
I got
Oh,
it with
that's fine.
I got it with
Support
cheese.
local donair shop.
I got it with cheese. I got it with tomato, and I got it with lettuce, and I got
loaded it
sweet
up.
sauce on it. Okay, but they accidentally made a mistake and put sweet sauce and garlic in it. And guys, when I tell you, I inhaled this in minus 10 minutes, got home 3 hours later, wanted another one, went to bed, woke up, and I was like, Mike, what do you want to eat for dinner tonight? He's like, I don't know, it's 9 a.m. And I'm like, let's order donairs. So he was proud because I have fully
Donair machine.
became an Edmontonian in that quick moment. But a donair with lettuce, with the sweet
Have you heard-
sauce and
have you
garlic
heard my take on donairs?
Changed my life. What's your take on donairs?
That they're disgusting.
No,
so-
no, I don't know how I live.
Don't even engage.
No,
with
it's
those
good.
guys.
Why are we
just-
bringing
I-
that negativity on a game?
Yeah, exactly. It's game day, Chalmers.
Yeah.
How dare you.
Negativity. Least
Don't
negative
bring that.
person I
Don't
know.
bring that.
I just
That's amazing. So what my friend used to do is he used to get a jumbo, but he would only eat half of it the night that he got it.
Yeah.
And then in the morning he'd wake up, he'd open face it, broil it, eat it with a fork.
Yeah, that sounds
Loved
nice.
every minute of it.
That
You'd have to
sounds
get
nice.
extra sauce though because the
I
sauce
love the sauce.
like
I'm a sauce-
evaporates or something. I don't
I'm
know
a
where
sauce
it goes.
person.
The sweet
The
garlic
sweet
mix
sauce is the
the game
sweetest.
changer. Yeah,
Right?
it's the game changer. I recommend everyone try that.
I wanted to give you a caveat though. The sweet sauce is my favorite sauce of all time in anything. But I always get it. I just dip like pizzas in it, like
I love-
garlic fingers, like stuff like that.
That's me with ranch. I could
Yeah.
drink a bottle of ranch.
Yeah.
I used to
Don't,
drink
because it'll
I
make
used
your
to
stomach
drink
turn like a
pancakes
burger
there.
and a
Honest to God,
milkshake
honest to
will.
God, you're right.
That is,
You're
as a
right.
youth.
I will not try that.
Gross.
Okay, guys, before I absolutely melt, this has been your giant pregame
Yes.
show presented by Sherwood Ford. Big game tonight.
Big game,
game.
big
If
game,
you're,
big
uh,
game
and-
energy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Watch
Let's
party?
go. Let's go.
Watch party is at Pine Mountain White.
Romper.
Romper.
Romper.